Alright guys, Hayes here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about common things that people might actually be doing in the game that could really hold back your progress. With this game, it gives you a lot of opportunities to grow, what seems like grow quickly as well. And to be honest, if you're not doing these things at the correct time, you could actually potentially be holding yourself back, okay? So the first one we're going to talk about is very simple actually, but again, a lot of people probably don't even think about this. So if you go to your bag, you'll notice you get items like this, right? So you get huge fighter XP, you get XP, you get these, you get them for breakstones, you get them for cash as well, okay? Now it can be very tempting when you see these sitting in your box to go and collect them, and if I go to collect this just now, you'd see I would get 113 million fighter XP, which is awesome. I mean, it's a lot, okay? Immediately receive 24 hours worth of fighter EXP not affected by mastery bonus, okay? So this is why you don't want to actually collect that right away, because if you're at a point where you're looking at your box and there's nothing in your box you can do, like right now I go to here, I hit promote, I can't do anything because I'm held back by breakstones, okay? So what actually makes a lot more sense, and this is what you actually should do, is if you go into your challenges and you constantly push on stages, what's going to happen is you are going to increase this, okay? You are going to increase your percentages up the top. You're going to produce more energy per minute or hour or whatever it is, more breakstones, more cash, okay? So when it comes to you actually collecting your bonuses, so when it comes to you collecting these, if you've spent a bit more time leveling up and getting higher drop rates per minute, per hour, whatever the actual figure is, when it comes to you actually using these, you're going to get a bigger payoff, right? So if you just use these as soon as you've got them, you're probably not going to maximise the amount of stuff that you actually get from here, okay? So again, don't waste these. Don't just jump in and go, you know what, I've got them, let's collect them, right? So don't do that. Another thing you don't really want to do is just willy-nilly go ahead and use gear, right? What I mean by that is, like, I could go in here just now and I could go to level up, right? And I could choose lots of pieces of gear to level up characters, okay? Level up character pieces and stuff like that. However, you want to be careful with that, because there's going to be times where you're in a position where you need to switch up your team, okay? You're going to need to throw on someone who maybe you've leveled through Limit Break, but you don't use that character very often. But in this specific scenario, you're going to need to use this character. So, what's happening? You go to get them, you go to here, you go to put on some gear, bang, bang, and you realise, ignore that, right? You've not got the best of gear for them, right? You've not got things in here that you can actually use for the character, right? So I'm not saying hold on to every single piece of gear, I'm just saying be a little bit more, until you're swimming in gear, be a little bit more conservative with your maybe S rank gear and stuff like that, you know, your high A tier gear, because you don't know when you're going to have to call upon it. And sometimes the boost you're going to get from leveling your gear isn't really going to be as much as having enough gear to put on another character in a situation where you might actually have to use them. Now some people might think I'm being a little bit too conservative there, but there is definitely situations where you're going to face that, okay? Like for example, if we go into Explorer, if we go to Global Operations, whether it be the standard global operation or whether it be the inverse global operation, if you happen to get here anytime soon, there's a chance, a pretty strong chance actually, that you might have to end up using different characters. Inverse world isn't as much of a problem because they seem to give you some sort of a base level gear, okay? But on your trial grounds, that doesn't happen. It's completely reliant on the gear that you have in your box. So if you've not got enough stuff to potentially kit out another character who you might be wanting to use, then it might cause you some problems in the long run. So all I'm saying is just don't be too quick to rush in and use up all your gear just to level one piece and then you leave yourself with nothing. Because the problem is, when it comes to leveling gear, the game is not at all helpful. And what I mean by that is, if we go to here, just find someone who's got something that I can level, you, right? So I can select SS gear, cannot be used for strengthening. Now if I hit quick select, I'll just do it again, right? I'll do it all the way. Bang. Bang. So you see all this fancy gear down here that's got quite a lot of investment in it, that's quite levelled, that would quite easily go on to some characters and really help those characters out. The game will quite happily use them, right? So it only lets you not use SS gear, which yes, down the line that's maybe the only thing you're going to care about, but a lot of people are a long way away from that. So just be careful, because if you're not careful, it's just going to get swallowed up and it could really be something that hampers your progress, okay? So again guys, just make sure you're not wasting your gear, okay? Now, also when you're playing, for some people this can be a little bit of what feels like a chore, what feels like a job, but always do your dailies, guys. Always be going into your missions, always checking what you've got available and do them all, right? Some of them might seem like, oh, you know, I can't be bothered doing that. But every single thing you do in this game is going to give you things that will help push you on and help drive your progress forward, right? For example, doing the weekly challenge, by the time you get to the end of here, you get a scroll, and that scroll allows you, I think it's this one in the middle. No, is it this one at the end? It's one of them. What one is it? This one here. I'll give you the enlightenment scroll, right? By doing this, it's going to give you that enlightenment scroll, which will allow you to go in and it will allow you to pull for new EX moves, okay? Which if we go to here, EX moves, it allows you to go into here and you can pull to summon for these EX moves, okay? Now you can collect fragments to get new EX moves, or if you simply highlight the EX move that you're actually looking for. Probably don't recommend doing these, it really depends on you, but to be honest. If you highlight the EX move that you want, you can actually just pull that entire EX move. But things like that are key because they are going to help you push on further in the game. And there's going to be constant points within this title that you are just going to stall, right? You're constantly just going to stall. So you need to be kind of cautious of that, and you need to make sure that you're picking up every opportunity possible to just eke out that little bit more progress within your own account, okay? Now, while on this screen, there's a few other things that you should really take a look at as well. So we've obviously got Fighting the Heart here. Now, Fighting the Heart, especially when you level this middle section, it gives you bonuses to kind of all classes, and the way that you do that is by awakening characters, right? Now, awakening characters at the moment is going to give you additional gems because there is a global mission running just now. I think it's still got a while to go, so you can profit quite well off it, to be honest. So when it comes to awakening, you always want to make sure you're going in here and taking advantage of whatever you can, but be cautious, right? Because I made this mistake. Just because you think off the bat, oh, I don't like this character, don't just gobble them up, right? Long term, yeah, you might not use them, okay? But if you watch the video I made talking about the limit break system, sometimes literally just due to the fact that you keep pulling a character, leveling that character up as high as they can possibly go is going to benefit you in the long run. And the reason for that is because of how the limit break system works, okay? If you can get a character up to triple S tier that can raise your level cap up to 240, that means that you can take characters like M. Bison, characters like Jury, characters like Rose, who are difficult to pull, who are going to be difficult to get to SS tier to break through the limit cap or level cap. It's going to allow you to get those characters flying up to really high ranks. So when it comes to leveling your characters, try as much as you can to push for the highest rarity that you can, okay? If you can use your lower tier characters, so your B tier characters, if you can level them up to the point where you're just consistently using them as food for fodder, then do that if you can. But when it comes to your other characters, right, you want to try and hold on to them as much as possible, because if it gets to the point where you've got a character to triple S tier, then in future all you're ever going to need is the character at A+. Now, every time you get the character at A+, you'll be able to add a star until you max out your cap, okay? So you want to do that. You don't want to just be like, okay, I've had tons of Chun-Li's, I'll just use her as food or whatever, right? You don't want to do that. You want to be as conservative as you possibly can, because even leveling up your trash to the highest tier possible, it's going to help your entire count, because if that trash unit has a level cap of 240, then brilliant. Level them, because they're going to help make the rest of your box go all the way up to 240, and you don't have to worry as much about pulling the rarer characters, because one copy will be boosted all the way up to that same 240 that you've got your 4 trash characters sitting at the top leveled up to, right? So it can seem a bit counterproductive to put investment into units that you don't plan to use. It really can, but in the long run it's going to serve you well, because again, it's just going to strengthen your entire box. Okay, so again, when it comes to like doing things like dailies and stuff, always make sure you're going in, you're doing your arena, you're doing your guilds. All of these things are going to give you constant rewards that are going to help you grow. But again, don't use them until you have to use them, because they are all based on what you currently get from this line just underneath idle time. You see 885 minute, 5392 minute, 936 minute. That all dictates how much you're going to get from those boxes. So the more you push through levels, the higher those numbers get, and then eventually when you actually need those items in your box, then you use them, you get a bigger payoff, and you'll be able to see more growth from those same items that if you'd used them a day earlier, they wouldn't be giving you as much. So again guys, patience is key. Patience is key, and money. But patience is key. You want to use patience. If you use patience, you'll get more bang for your buck. Anyway guys, I've been Hazing, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all on the next Street Fighter Duel video. Peace.